like I was saying earlier on, women are being celebrated the world over because it is the, obviously, International Women's Day and for the year 2019. And since it coincides with the eve of the gubernatorial and the State House of Assembly elections, would like to take a look at the level of involvement of women in the elections, as well as the percentage of those vying for positions. And joining us in our Lagos studio to have a feel of that is Dr. Omotola Omote. So it's a pleasure to have you on the program, Doctor.
It's a pleasure. The name is Omolola.
Of course. Thank you very well. So, I mean, the theme is, you know, better balance and a better world. But, you know, if we're going to drive it down to Nigeria, I mean, how can we better balance, or how do we have a better balance of women in the political system of the country?
Yes, for now, we don't have what we should have. You know about the affirmative action, which is supposed to be 55% of women in federal and state. We're still struggling with that. But most importantly, women need to start thinking in terms of innovation. We need to innovate the way we do politics. Often women try to do politics like men. We forget to bring in our own femininity, our hospitality, our nurturing spirit into the way we do politics. Really, in Nigeria, what we do is to play politics, because doing politics is more about governance, it's more about leading the people, it's more about thinking in terms of the people. But usually what we just do is just play politics and try to, like, curry favor, you know, pull money to our sides, favoritism, godfatherism, and all that. Women must learn that for us to move up there, we have to carry other women along. We must become the voice for other women. When we're talking about innovation, we have to start thinking of fresh ideas on how to do things.
So speaking of those ideas that you were talking about, can you be specific?
Okay, let's take, for instance, when we come to politics. In the Senate, in the current Senate, I believe we have about 7 women. In the House of Rep, we have about 22 women, if my records serve me right. And in Nigeria, we have 49% as of 2017. That is about 94 million women. So definitely, the first question we need to ask is, do women even have a place at all? If we agree that women have a place, then the women should stop thinking in terms of men giving them power, because this power does not belong to men. Power belongs to, if we want to go the God direction, belongs to God. But apart from that, power is earned. We need to position ourselves. I, for one, for instance, I was involved in politics at some point, but I realized that when appointments are given, they're given to men. Why? They are card holders. They are card holders, they are party members. We as women need to start thinking in terms of participation, not just support.
Now, speaking of participation and not support, let me bring you to support. Women need to support women. We always say that. You know, there's always been that, even saying that, you know, women are the ones who bring other women down. And all that. How important is it for women to support other women? Because we also have numbers. Sure. How, you know, what is the current situation? Are women supporting women enough?
Okay, let me clarify that. When I talked about let's think in terms of participation and not support, I was referring to the men. Because usually what we do is we are the ones who dance, who give out the souvenirs, you know, who play, who do things around the party offices and not really participate. So yes, women need to support women. And how do we support women? The 6 or the 7 women, the 7 women who were in the Senate, for instance, should have groomed other women to be part of what they're doing. Unfortunately, many of them just represent their constituencies, not quite representing the women folk. So we need to start mentoring other women. Last year, you know, I was part of a training under the auspices of leading ladies in media. And we did train women to participate in political as well as economic leadership. Women need to understand how to do governance. A lot of women want to do politics governance as men. No, you need to bring your femininity into what you're doing. I was speaking to a lady boss, and she was telling me how she was leading, you know, by holding up her own as a man, you know, changing her voice and insisting and passing on orders. And I asked her, do you know the birthdays of your staff members? Do you know their family situation? By the time you're concerned about their welfare, about their development, even their career development, by the time you're concerned about their moving up the ladder and not just, creating favoritism in the office and playing the godmother or the godfather, as it were, then you would be respected as a leader. In the group I belong to, it's not a church group, it's in church. You expect people will call somebody mommy or mommy pastor and names like that. But even in this group, I've earned the title of Iyawa just because some people believe that, you know, you have earned that leadership position. So women need to support women more. We shouldn't be the ones bringing women down. Just yesterday on the forum, some people were saying, oh, we no longer want to support women because, oh, Dezeni did this, this person did that. And I said to them, since before independence, men have been stealing money in Nigeria. Men have not stopped fielding men. We need to identify the credible women, and we need to support them with our resources, with our intelligence, with everything we have, because when women are in the boardroom, then they can become board members.
All right. Just before we let you go, of course, there's the feminism issue. So are you a feminist now, just before we go?
Well, I don't know about being a feminist, but I bring my femininity into what I'm doing. I bring my nurturing spirit as a woman,
Fantastic.
my kindness into what I'm doing, and I develop other people so
Fantastic.
that tomorrow we wouldn't just be board members, we would also be board directors.
Well, let's hope that happens. Let's hope that we have a balanced and a better Nigeria where women can, you know, have a balanced opportunities with the male folks. But we have to say thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much.
On the program today.